Another one started in Europe. For 11 years, thousands of East Germans fled to West Berlin. Then they went on to West Germany, where they sought freedom. The number of people leaving embarrassed both East Germany and Soviet Union. In August of '61, East Germany built a wall between East and West Berlin, known as the Berlin Wall. Made of barbed wire, concrete block, and had guard towers, it cut off fleeing East Germans to freedom in the West. Kennedy set up army reserves in case of an attack on West Germany, but such an event never occurred, and the crisis passed. But the Berlin Wall, still standing today, is still standing today. One wonders if the wall will ever come down, reuniting the West and East Germanies. As wars raged overseas, another war right here at home was being fought. The war over segregation. From whites-only schools to black and backup buses, the segregation was harsh, and the African Americans weren't taking it anymore. Even whites took part in their peaceful marches. In 1963, more than 200,000 Americans marched on Washington. This was the historic place where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous speech, "I Have a Dream." This led to the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This protected all voters' rights, and it outlawed discrimination in hiring and put a stop to segregation in public places. Other acts soon followed, such as the Voting Rights Act, which ended all literary tests. As more laws passed to end segregation, the black Americans felt that they should take matters in their own hands. So they formed the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers urged blacks to arm themselves and fight for their rights when necessary. Here is an example of some Black Panthers.
Tell you about all that, Ellen. Our purpose here is to protect our black leaders from the racial onslaught of the pig who wishes to brutalize our black leaders, rape our women, and destroy our black community. We are here to offer protection and help for all those who need our help. Because we, the Black Panthers, are against the war in Vietnam. Yes, we are against any war where black soldiers are sent to the front lines to die for a country that hates them. Yes, we are against any war where black soldiers go to fight and come to be brutalized and killed in their own communities as they sleep in their beds at night. And yes, we are against all these
To go on, one white man decided to take Martin Luther King's dream and change it into a nightmare. In April 1968, he shot and killed Martin Luther King. As the rage spread, Johnson campaigned to stop the riots and end segregation, but this fight was far from over. Finally, 3 days back in August were dedicated to love and peace. A huge event, Woodstock, was filled with music performers, mud, and drugs. People lived as they wanted to. Whites or blacks, all was welcomed. You could walk around dressed or nude,